Where do you live?
I'm not telling you. You're probably a stalker.
Oh.
And Mara Cruz. Not Mrs. Cruz. Mary Cruz is her first name, Mara Cruz, yes. And so this is our production area where we're painting, making different puppets. Right now she's working on a skunk. That's why it smells in here. This is a little macaw here. We're getting ready to make a custom cockatoo out of a head shape similar to that. Old hands. These end up looking like that man right there.
Here, guys.
This is latex, yeah. All of our stuff here is hand sculpted, although we are doing some 3D modeling with some of the character features. We'll show you that. That's not so essential. This is some of the heads we've designed. Hand sculpted.
Oh my goodness.
It looks just like me.
Another political figure.
Political heads.
Yeah, all the political heads here.
I've got more on the other side. We'll have fun with those. But we do all kinds of custom puppets and work with various entertainers in the industry.
So cool.
It's amazing. Wow. I was like, wait, what?
I know,
Like,
it's like
all the,
quite a...
okay, what's the connection here? Where's Kevin Bacon?
So like here's puppeteers or magicians or some of our, like these are ventriloquists.
Oh, right.
And they would work like here's our most famous ventriloquist is Terry Fader.
Oh, Terry Fader, yeah.
From Las Vegas, and he's the highest paid entertainer in Vegas history.
Wow.
He just had his 10th anniversary. I was there for it a couple weeks ago, and they just re-signed him on. So the Mirage, he's at the Mirage, and I make a lot of his puppets. This is Jay Johnson. That was a sitcom with Billy Crystal. But he just won a Tony Award for a Broadway production of The Two and Only, a show that he created. This is Jeff Dunham. Some of you know the comedian. I've made puppets for him, but he only makes his own now. This is Shaq.
Shaq has a couple?
Shaq is now, he retired from basketball and is now the puppet master.
With his own head,
Yep. Yeah, he had me, it's interesting, he had me make this for him, and I said, well, you're going to have a professional puppeteer do the work, surely, you know. Oh, no, I'm going to do it. How big is your hand?
Yeah.
I just imagine how big it is. So I had him trace this hand. I've got it in here. It's a whole sheet of paper.
Oh my
The whole
God.
thing. So I had to make the neck just huge.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can see we're all over the place. Italy, Singapore, all over the world. Mexico. Just
But nothing in Ireland?
oh yeah. I don't know if I'm up there.
Soon to extend to Ireland.
Definitely some Ireland. England. Let's see. It's fading up there. Denmark. Fading off the map. I'm not sure exactly where or who in Ireland. It's not an unfamiliar territory for us. Come on in this way.
Oh, picture.
I remember seeing black and white puppets on TV, and I asked her mom, who used to make a puppet, and she said, well, you're gonna have to learn to make your own puppets if you're gonna make them. Wow. So she gave me some bread and scissors, and she said, this is what we're making. So I made that little puppet, and she kept it for me all these years, so pretty cool. So then when I was 14, I kept building puppets. I saw Sesame Street for the first time, and on the left there, Jim Henson and Kermit, of course, was the mastermind behind the Muppets on Sesame Street. I saw them and I was just blown away, and I started copying. I gotta make Kermit, I gotta make Oscar. So that's at 14, and this is the picture. I've got
Great
Kermit,
photo. Oh my God.
Kermit there, Oscar, in the trash can, Ernie in the middle, right? And then the fuzzy one there was Oscar's girlfriend. I had added a girlfriend for Oscar.
Nice.
That would make him less grumpy.
That's right, yeah, I mean, get out of the trash can is her theme, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
See the
man, get out of the
VeggieTales
dumps.
and-
Yeah. That's right. On the Enneagram, what would you be?
Yeah.
So anyway, my mom took that newspaper clipping that was in and sent it to Muppets, and I got a letter back, and it said, Steve, you have a lot of talent and skill, and I always imagined it was directly from Jim, but it was the legal department. And I said, please don't use the name Muppets, and please don't copy our characters. Make your own characters. You know, how cool is that? Make your, it was encouraging, but I thought my mom was hoping that I'd get a job with him, you know, because of 14, where else is this kid gonna work? So, anyway, he redirected me. And so at that point, I began a journey of trying to find my own look as a designer and not to copy and not to just emulate things, but to create. So, and to be fair, I had created Betty, and some other characters, obviously. Clearly a hit. But anyway, so I continued on that journey of my own stuff and got into my own business and continued to craft and sell to other people, other puppeteers. And so 30 years later, I had our 30th anniversary then, and this was 6 years ago. I get a call from a producer at Sesame Street, and that's Louis Mitchell right here with the Cookie Monster. And he called me up and he said, Mr. Axtell, I want to introduce myself to you. I'm Louis Mitchell from Sesame Street. I go, from where? Sesame Street. Oh, hello. He goes, we want you to know how much you inspire us. So I was just blown away. I couldn't believe it. And they sent me a poster here signed by all the Muppet people and the Sesame Street performers, Maria, all the different ones have signed it. And that's really cool. A little gift for me. And even today, Louis was emailing me about trying to get together at Comic-Con in San Diego. So he's going to be coming in. But I mean, it's just really, it was a wonderful story. So that's kind of right now, that's my circle. It came full circle. Yeah. So now we're getting into some more from puppets. So VeggieTales years ago to puppets. It was a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to demonstrate a lot of this stuff for you because it's so cool to see. But yeah, just looking around, if you have any questions at all, this is not a formal thing, obviously. Neoprene, it's a harder material. The actual pirate head is cut out there in the corner. And that was used in Six Flags Park as a walk around character. A lot of the, actually, this is our
Absolutely, like I wonder if he made those. I wonder, like how addictive are they? And these chickens.
So cute.
Talking.
Yeah, it's a Christmas tree.
Oh, and then all a perfect storm. Wow. This is John. This is Wes.
Who's the market?
For that, it'll be tiki bars.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
And guess what Ventura has?
They're been tiki. Yeah, they're actually. I'm going to be joining them at a big tiki convention down in Palm Springs.
One's in Palm Springs, one's in San Diego.
Yeah, Tiki Oasis. Yeah. San Diego. So there's tiki conventions. There's a lot of they're specific, you know, people that have their craze. They just want everything tiki, and they've never had anything like this. A talking tiki.
Yeah.
The closest thing, and they don't talk. They sing, but the tiki, you know.
Yeah.
Tiki, 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 tiki. Enchanted, yeah.
I know, that's it, normal, they just shake.
Yeah.
They just, yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Yes, exactly.
But, so this will be a real fun venture for us, because we've already got parrots and toucans and cockatoos, and those are already being, a lot of interest in those from tiki bars and stuff, but when you get the tiki, it kind of changes.
So,
I see like Rainforest Cafe going off all the time and like.
that's true, yeah.
Now, we have done, Rainforest Cafe had the kind of the record for the most animatronics in a restaurant at one point, but we blew them away recently.
Really?
Yeah, so we just had and this was a huge job for us the last 2 years. We had 5 people in here working on them, but they were chickens. And you've heard about the chicken restaurant in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Wes has been there, I've been there. And we've built, they say nearly 100 chickens for their restaurant, and they're up on the wall on a
There's
shelf.
like the ones kind of like
Yeah.
up there.
They're so cute.
I'm like, I freaking love these chickens
We'll
right
totally
there.
play those for you. So, but just say,
No, where is this place that it has?
Tennessee.
Yeah,
that's
but,
in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
but
It's
what
near
else is there?
Dollywood.
Oh, okay.
That's the
There
big
had to
draw.
be some other
That's
draw.
the big draw, yeah. Dollywood is huge, and they've taken that area and really turned it into a big tourist trap. So in Pigeon Forge is a main street that goes down to Dollywood.
Okay.
And the whole street everything is complete fantasy, just upside down buildings that you go in.
Oh, that's
walk
so
in,
cool.
You know, you go up weird stairs and all kinds of crazy restaurants, Jurassic Park restaurant, you know, dinner shows, extreme. Because it's the South, they have one attraction I love the best is Hatfield and McCoy Dinner Theater. So you can choose if you're a Hatfield or a McCoy. And it's like, the Knights, the
Jousting, like yeah, the
right.
castle medieval times. But for Hatfields and McCoy, that's hilarious.
you know, it's like, Hatfields and they boo the McCoys boo. They have this whole dinner theater thing. And it's really cool. So I mean, anyway, so that's on market, you know,
That's
for this kind of
awesome.
stuff. You're not gonna find a talking tiki at Marie Callender's.
For
What
sure.
does that little tree do over there?
So this is we're repairing this, not because it looks like that, but because they wanna pull the face off of this and put on a much bigger tree. This is a talking Christmas tree that was in, this one was in a jewelry store. Yeah,
The Bundy box they're famous for.
Bailey, yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Bailey box.
So this is actually, this is talking Christmas tree, his eyebrows just gone over his eye. So he actually talks, and he talks to the kids with Christmas songs and all this. And so it's a fully lit Christmas tree.
That's
But they
fun.
want a bigger tree. We're also doing a moai from Easter Island.
Rapa Nui.
Yeah, we're getting ready to, or Chile, getting ready to put them on animatronics too. So John's getting ready to get that going. These are customers that use our animatronics from around the world. But by far, our biggest effort has been the chickens.
Really? Let's go play with some chickens.
Okay. You just hang on, we'll get to you. All right, so turn your attention.
Yes.
Could you turn off one of those 2 lights over by my door there? That'd be great, thanks.
Both of them or just one?
Yeah, that's one's fine. Flip it the other way, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's better.
Oh my God, they're so realistic.
Just turn them both off. That's fine.
They have a little spotlight.
Stop him for now.
Okay. I'll close the door, it's so bright.
Yeah, one more's coming.
All right, so this is what'll happen in the restaurant when we are eating the breakfast, and every 12 minutes you get one of these.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh snap! They come in. Hallelujah. Oh my god. Little chicken hearts. Oh my gosh. Really do it. Oh my gosh.
So cool. So you can imagine a huge amount of programming goes into all.
Oh my gosh. Insanity on the
Let alone
potato.
recording. So we have a lot of fun with these, and we took there's just a whole list. We got probably 30 songs, but a couple of them that are really fun to show. We took, well, here's a quick little. I won't play the whole thing, but just for fun.
I do this all freaking day.
Yeah. Yeah, we're for sure going to Dollywood. We're going to chicken restaurant happy times.
I don't even eat
All the different moods that we
Yeah, it's a ballad. It's just,
so serious.
yeah. They're really like consoling and reassuring for each other too.
Yeah, oh my gosh, this was like one of the most requested ones.
Laura's gonna love this. Oh my goodness.
All right, so this is one they wanted Star Wars, and so I said, well, Star Wars doesn't have any lyrics to it. And they said, that's okay, they're just clucking, make them cluck. I said, okay, so what we did is we did this one a cappella, and we took John Williams' score and we broke down every orchestra piece, every instrument that he had in it, and we set it to chicken clucks. Yeah, I did all the voices.
Oh my gosh. This is the best. This is the best.
But we got a great team. Everybody does something different. But voice is one of mine. My skills and music. But anyway, so we added music to it later. I'll bring that up toward the end just so you can see it. But this is just a. This is with the music.
I like it better just the clip. You can hear it's symphonic, yeah.
Who's ever heard this a cappella ever?
Oh my gosh. I like how they get a chuckle out of it too.
The only last thing I'll show you on these is we wanted to develop their personalities and kind of a little bit of the story that goes along with it. This kind of shows a little bit of personality and story that we can put into it with just clucks.
Oh.
old enough to dance to that in high school.
Oh, there- really?
We
She remembers
had
that.
hops, and
yeah.
they did at the hop.
Oh, that's so
Anyway,
fun.
That's
concussion.
great. So this is brand new technology that we've done. And is it just the mic?
No, the PA's off.
Oh. Are you there?
I'm right here.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Howard. What's your name?
I'm Steve. It's
You know I don't really care, right?
Howard, you're dressed so sharply today.
Beats me. I don't know.
he says you have nice clothes.
It's a loner. After the funeral.
How old are you?
Well, if we added the years between you and me and subtracted you, you would know the answer.
Where were you born?
Who? What's that?
Where were you born?
Who asked you to talk?
Where were you born?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
Are you married?
I'm available.
Where do you live?
I'm not telling you. You're probably a stalker.
That's hilarious.
You're so great.
Well, thank you. That's old school for you.
Tell us a joke.
A joke? Oh, good grief. Okay, knock knock.
Who's there?
Gus.
Guess who?
Gus, this is the end of your stupid joke.
Do you sing? Do you sing?
Well, yes, I do. And I see you do too. Isn't life wonderful?
Why don't you sing us a song?
Okay, here's one by Sinatra. You heard of him?
Yeah.
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 And now the end is near, and so I face my final meal. My friend, I'll say it clear, the senior discount is such a deal. I drive a car that's big. I drive it slow or fast or sideways. But more, much more than this, I drive it my way.
Got some golden pipes, Howard.
I can't hear you. Speak up.
You have a beautiful voice.
Speak up.
You have a beautiful voice.
You don't have to yell. Grief.
Do you like to eat?
Well, yes, I do. And I see you do too. Isn't life wonderful?
What do you like to eat?
I like a good prime rib, but I lost my dentures on the last one.
Who's your barber?
What kind of a question is that? Oh, I need a nap.
Who does your hair?
Absolutely no one. Can't you tell?
Can you open your eyes?
I'm resting them, saving up for a better day.
Funny fellow.
He seems too real.
Seems too. It reminds me of your dad.
I know, that's what I keep
See,
thinking.
can't you open them?
Can you open your eyes?
Oh, I'm imagining that I'm with someone else.
So this character we haven't made with working eyes. In fact, that's his character, is that he stays. But we're doing this with digital characters now too.
It's called selective
I
hearing.
know you don't want to hear this, but digital characters we're also doing our AI with. And that one we have
Huh? I
animated
don't know what
eyes.
you're talking about. Good grief.
Are you an artificial intelligence?
Intelligent, yes. Artificial, never.
Do you know Siri?
Siri, well, she seems a little artificial to me, if you know what I mean.
No.
How about Alexa?
Well, Alexa knows her music, but she's a bit of a control freak.
Oh my god!
That's awesome.
Are you a robot?
No, I am not a robot.
Do you know the robots from the Terminator movies?
Well, I really prefer naps, but if I had to pick, I guess it would be a silent movie. Do they make them without pictures?
Where's the bathroom?
Well, I don't know, but if you find out, tell me quick.
Funny.
Oh my gosh. What's your favorite movie?
Well, I really prefer naps, but
Yeah, that's that one.
if I
Okay.
had to pick, I guess it would be a
So it was
silent
your word movie that
Yes.
triggered it.
Yeah.
Do they
Exactly.
make them
Exactly.
without pictures?
What's your favorite baseball team?
Keep it simple.
Beats me. I don't know.
Favorite football team?
Huh? What's that?
Do you have a favorite football team?
Well, yes, I do. And I see you do too. Isn't life wonderful?
Do you have a job? Do you have a job?
I have to work. I'm on social insecurity.
Where do you work?
What do you think this is? Entertainment?
These are rad. It's way too real.
Do you like to exercise?
I can't believe I forgot to go to the gym today. That's 7 years in a row now.
It's hilarious.
It's
Do you dance?
Well, yes, I do. And I see you do too. Isn't life wonderful?
oh my gosh.
Are you tired?
Probably.
Do you ever lose your temper?
Well, yes, I do. And I see you do too. Isn't life wonderful?
Can you tell us another joke?
This is funny. A friend of mine, he's 82 years old, went to the doctor to get a physical. A few days later, the doctor saw him walking down the street with a gorgeous young woman on his arm. A couple days later, the doctor said, "Hey, you're really doing great, aren't you?" He said, "Yeah, just doing what you said, Doc. Get a hot mama and be cheerful." The doctor said, "I didn't say that. I said you got a heart murmur. Be careful."
Do you know another song?
You like songs, do you? All right. Here's one by Ringo Starr. I get by with a little help from Depends. How about one from the Bee Gees?
All right.
All right. Tell me, how can you mend a broken hip?
All right. That's good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, can we take a picture?
Yeah.
You gotta pick a camera.
Welcome to the Hall of Presidents. We're missing a
Kid or amateur that wants to do things to amaze their friends. He's got tons of those. Yeah. Keyboards and singing.
That's how you're like.
Yeah, but I mean, he could do most of anything. His son we hired about a year and a half, 2 years ago. He was singing in church there, and he kind of wanted to come home. But he's got 4 kids, so he moved back to the area. And he's
platypus.
Ryan, our music minister, he's there every week, but then he has everybody else is only does it 1 week a month, so it doesn't overwork anybody too much. Different drummer, different, he only